Hey, Gemini, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your June 2024 career reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right. You are being asked to trust at this time. Trust in your path, trust in your divine journey. Now, right in the middle of your reading, we do have the Buddha card showing up here as well. So some of you are really on this path of spiritual wealth and creating more money by listening to your own intuition. I'm getting intuitive insights, life purpose. I'm also getting strong teacher energy. So some of you are either teachers that work in the traditional sense, or you could be spiritual teachers as well. What else do we have? Counselors. Okay, you actually have counselor showing up here twice. Counselor being guided, or you're on the divine path. But there also could be a very wise counsel or spiritual influencer that you connect with in the month of June that helps you in your career or even in your personal life, that allows you to expand. If you're an entrepreneur, which you have entrepreneur showing up, I see that if you felt a little bit stuck, or if you felt like you've been missing out on opportunities, this is a month where I feel like you get out of your own way in a sense. And the reason I say that is because we have the trust piece. So some of you may have been second guessing or not trusting the process, and you're going to receive news of abundance by the end of the month. Now, this is also Gemini season for a big majority of June. And look at that. Your final energy is the money tree from this deck. So I do feel like you are making some bold moves when it comes to your career, but I also see sales, finance, a payoff. Some of you could be selling, because I'm getting selling items. Maybe this has to do with real estate. This may have to do with gaining some sort of certification or experience that allows you, Gemini, to create more abundance in your life. Yeah, because Temperance in reverse here in the recent past says that you were starting to get really impatient, or you started to feel like you were waiting forever for things to take a turn. And Four of Cups showing up here is saying you're focusing on what's in front of you, not what you may have lost or not what's not working. Yeah, that's that trust piece showing up. We're just getting all your cards out here. Okay, you're releasing some sort of toxicity. You have the Devil in reverse, which is good. I feel like that is fear, false evidence appearing real, which when we are not in a state of trust, we're in a state of fear, right? We are following the path of illusion, or we are feeling at times stuck or anchored to a position. And I feel like you're wiggling out of that mentality, out of that paradigm here. And look at that, 9 of Coins showing up in your hopes and fears. Let's get an outcome, please, for Gemini. What's the outcome here for Gemini? All right, we do see action. So right away, we have the anchor. Some of you felt anchored to a job or a position, or you've been working on your money blocks. This is about feeling or being stuck mentally. I'm getting, for a lot of you, this could be mental, but it could be financial. It could even be emotional. I mean, we can have many different money blocks, body and mind. This does talk about financially sound. Some of you may be in a secure position that may be comfortable, but I feel like it may not necessarily be fulfilling, right? It's more than just money for you, and you're starting to realize that. Does this make me happy? Is this aligned with my soul's truth? So any sort of block that you have, I do see, Gemini, that you're working on releasing it here with the Devil. This could be about water related. Some of you may be getting out on the water more in June, and that can help you drop down into your body, your earthy energy a little bit more as well. I'm also getting, and for some of Some of, let's see, June will be in Cancer energy, and that's water. Yep, that's water. So I feel towards Cancer season, you're going to maybe travel. Okay. Some of you may travel, or you are feeling stable, but you're adding a little bit more creativity to what it is that you do. Yeah, I like that showing up. And you're adding not just the creative piece, the inspirational piece, but that is actually spiritual fulfillment. That is about you feeling life purpose. Like, this is more than just money. This fulfills me on many different levels. I'm getting that some of you Gemini are in service to others. Maybe you are a counselor, or you work with the body in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, you've overcome a lot. You have the Strength card showing up. Some of you have been working on family situations, or in your own personal life or your soul's journey, that may have affected your finances or your career in some way, shape, or form. But you are being divinely guided. You are moving forward on your divine path. And I feel like June is a month where you do see an increased energy, an increased financial. Maybe there's financial gain. This could be good investments paying off. This could be a return on your investments. I'm hearing like cha-ching. So this is a good month for money coming in. Okay. If back money or money is owed to you, or there's some sort of back pay, this may have to do with, again, selling something and you have money coming in. This can be setting yourself up for your future financially, getting a raise. This is luck energy. You've created this. And bottom of the deck, we do have the Rose, and this is support. And a lot of you are being supported in your role. And if you haven't been, you're getting out of that with the Devil. So if there's any sort of toxicity, or people are feeding you empty promises, or it's been very stressful or very challenging, because I do see the Nine of Swords in your environment here. So there has been some mental conflict around a situation, and you're going to see job security, it being offered to you in some way, shape, or form. And if you're an entrepreneur, you're going to see that you're growing, you're hitting some milestones, you're getting more clients. There's an increase in production. There's an increase in, supply and demand. So I feel like there's financial relief coming in after a time of possibly feeling a bit betrayed with the Mass card. Someone may have stolen from you, stolen your ideas. This could be copyright. This could also be hidden potential. Ooh, I like that. If this has to do with your hidden potential and you've been wearing a mask, I feel like you're taking off this mask because you realize now that you're not actually stuck. Okay. Or you are not tethered or tied down to a situation that maybe you felt like you were. And maybe it was an illusion, maybe it was not, but I feel like you are supported as you fully come into your spiritual gifts and make some changes accordingly in your career. All right. Now we have here quite a few cards wanted to come out from the Life Purpose Oracle. And the first card out was the Strength card. And this is strong Leo energy as well. And it says everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. And sometimes, Gemini, you don't give yourself enough credit for everything that you've gone through and endured, or you may at times focus on the setbacks, the challenges, or the anxiety or the sabotaging pieces that have played out instead of the good, instead of how you've grown and how mature you've come or what you've created or manifested. And I feel like Spirit is saying you are a strong, determined, dedicated soul. There's nothing that you cannot do. This is about you having that endurance and that power and that inner strength to make any choice, any decisions, and to get through anything that may feel like a little bit of a roadblock on your journey towards abundance or journey in abundance. It's not necessarily towards, because you're in it, but I also feel like there's been some blockages here. And Spirit is saying trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. And for some of you, what was guiding your career path, and don't shoot the messenger, was the Devil and the Nine of Swords. It was keeping you in a place of reliving a past trauma or a past experience, or, it could even be something a teacher said to you in the 5th grade. Maybe they said to you, Gemini, you're not good at that. You shouldn't even pursue that. I mean, I hope a teacher wouldn't say that to you, but it happens, right? Or something your father said, you'll never make money being a poet or an artist, so you have to go to school for, psychology, or whatever it may be. You have to go be a doctor, you can't go be a singer, or you have to go to school to be this, you can't do that. And I feel like there's some sort of balance being played out, and you are overcoming that condition or that belief that was instilled upon you, and you're realizing that you have what it takes. And there you have the counseling card showing up again. So it says, you heal with your kind words, wise advice, or an empathetic ear. Or this is wise counsel, wise advice, or somebody listening to you this month that actually allows you or gives you advice here. There could be, I'm getting reciprocity. So you could be connecting with a financial counsel here, or spiritual counsel. Yeah, I feel like there's help coming in, and you may be helping someone even unbeknownst to you if you're seeking someone, because I feel like some of you, this is high priestess energy as well. You could be getting a really good healing session or reading done, or you're giving one where you have an aha moment about your own life. But this is about practice. Polish your skills by practicing regularly. Now, there is a message coming in. It's not going to resonate with everyone, but for those of you that are attuned to Reiki, but you don't do it on yourself, Spirit is saying, work on what you've learned, okay? Practice it. It doesn't have to take tons of effort and energy. Do Reiki on yourself while you're driving. Or if you are someone who counsels others, take your own advice. There's something here about you practicing what you preach in a way, or practicing what you know is good for you, or what you've learned. That's what I get from this card. Now, you also have body work. This does talk about massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or even exercise training. Could be a part of your life path or part of your career, or it could motivate you as well. Some of you may have or be thinking about getting a tattoo. Maybe you're wanting to open your own studio here. Okay, I also get with this tattoo, it almost feels like there's a Gemini tattoo here. I mean, maybe someone has the faces, right? Isn't that Gemini? Yeah, I feel like there could be the face, or something with music, maybe musical notes, musical symbols. Take that as it resonates. You have crystals. Your connection to crystals and gemstones is a channel of divine healing and energy. So some of you could be working with crystals. Maybe you're creating jewelry, or you are embarking on a new path when it comes to working with spiritual energies, and crystals could be a part of it. And then lastly, you have family. Loving your friends and family is central to your life purpose. All right. I see that there's a lot of entrepreneurs out there, Gemini, or a lot of leaders, or some of you could be wanting to move in this direction if you're not already. And Spirit is saying you have what it takes to lead that path, or to go in that direction. Don't let the fear stop you. And I also see that for those of you who went through a little bit of a rough spot with money, if you're an entrepreneur, getting back into some of your spiritual practices is going to help you get that flow moving again and help more money come in, okay? If there's been a job loss, some sort of ending taking place here, or if you just felt like there's been a loss of some sort in your life, I do see that there's a spiritual alignment. That's the words that I'm getting. Spiritual alignment happening for you during Gemini season. So even though this is a June reading, Gemini season starts at the end of May 21st or so, which I put out these readings a little bit early. So you could see this realignment taking place for you as early as your season, Gemini. Ooh, there we have the selling. So yeah, some of you are selling property, and I was picking up on that. Maybe you're selling your jewelry, your products. I'm getting candles. Some of you could be making candles or bath bombs, or you could be creating an app that you sell, or you're writing a book. There's just something here with sales increasing or selling something and you have money coming in. People want what you have. Yeah, people want what you have. And this could even be if you're not selling anything, it's you selling yourself. But I don't feel like you have to put a lot of, work in to sell yourself. People are automatically attracted to your energy. I feel like your energy is what sells. Next, you have internship. Some of you could be hiring help, or you could be getting a position that allows you to grow, because I do see the growth card here, right? This is growing. This is job security. You could be working with someone here that may have a little less experience, or maybe you are the one with less experience, but I see something growing quite quickly. And then you have the money tree. So yeah, something is going to grow here in a very fruitful, abundant way for you, Gemini. This is beautiful. Some of you may actually have a money tree. I know I have one at my, in my home office. I have one at my external office. So some of you may even see a money tree, or you see it on, TikTok or something of that nature, or maybe you buy one for yourself. But I'm also getting it's symbolic for, more money coming in. And the understanding that money is an energy exchange. So in a way, money does grow on trees, as in how we interact with the exchange in itself is significant here. So if you have blocks regarding that exchange, that's what you're looking into this month. All right, starting off, you have the Three of Coins. You're building a good foundation for yourself. This is about teamwork, skilled work, cooperation, working together. This is the teamwork, making that dream work, and partnering up with others, collaborating. The Three of Coins can sometimes be wearing many different hats. If you are an entrepreneur, you may be the accountant, you may be the videographer, you may be the one that's, making product, selling product. You may do everything yourself here. And maybe that's why you have that apprentice card, because it may be very beneficial for you to have someone help you out or someone learn more. And if you can't afford someone, this could be a family member, this could be a friend, or someone you exchange services with, because I am getting reciprocity. I'm getting that Six of Pentacles, but you are building a foundation. Some of you could even be going back to school or learning, teaching, online education here, or you are launching a product. Now, what's crossing this from, manifesting right in the time that you want is an interrupted appeal. It may be that money block. It may feel like something has put a little cramp in it. And I feel like it's the heart. Is the heart fully open to receiving? Are you fully open to receiving? And that's a message here, because I feel like there has been loss in the past. And when that loss occurs, we tend to put up a little bit of a barrier, and we tend to start to lose hope or lose belief. And I feel here, Gemini, you are ready to get that back into motion here, back into full flowing attraction. And this is going to show up in the upright by the end of the month. And I feel by the end of even Gemini season. So we're talking June 21st or so. Yeah, you're going to finally feel like things are back on track and you see money coming in. Some of you may even have an important date towards the end of June, mid to end of June, that allows you to take a step up in your life. Now we have the Lovers card, which is Gemini. This is showing up in your foundation. You have made some choices that may have haunted you. You may have had some choices that might have felt quite euphoric while you were going through them. So even though the Lovers is an embracement here, some of you, this has to do with love in the workplace, or it could be some of you chose career over love, or vice versa. But I am getting, you decided to make a choice in the past that has affected you in every way. And that may be part of focusing on a little bit of, I feel regret. Some of you, there's some sort of regret. Like, I wish I would have went over in this direction, or I wish I would have moved in that direction. But I feel like something is coming back around for you to do it in a new way, or do it in a new, a new light. So not to have regrets, not to second guess ourselves, because you can make new choices, ones that, can bring you more abundance. But sometimes we think that if we made this choice and it didn't turn out exactly what we wanted, we didn't listen to our intuition, or it wasn't part of our soul's path, or we're on the wrong path. But those are all false. False evidence appearing real. It's all fear, because things didn't turn out the way we expect. It can be a form of control even. And because you have the Temperance, there may have been some reckless imbalance. Perhaps this was part of you. Your energy may have felt reckless, or an external energy may have come in because internally you felt a lot of anxiety. It's like you knew about something, but yet I feel like you didn't shift the course of this, and Spirit may have brought in a tower, right? But the Temperance is about patience, finding that balance. It can be about going to extremes and feeling like one day you are on cloud nine, the next day you are broke, right? So I feel like there is this energy here of maybe overspending, overindulging, or some of you, there may have been in the deep past a situation around love that may have financially set you back. Okay, I just have to put that out there. Financially set you back, but I feel like you're back on track here, or there was a family dynamic, or you were forced to make a choice here that you really didn't want to make, but you also knew that you couldn't stay in an energy. Now, Four of Cups is about, where am I focusing my time? Even though I felt like I missed out on maybe an opportunity for abundance in the past, I am moving towards emotional fulfillment. There is a sense of impatience here, and maybe even a little bit of pessimism, but the Four of Cups in the reverse is a new opportunity coming in. And this new opportunity has to do with you releasing indulgences. This could be overspending. This can be materialism. It can even be codependency. Some of you felt like you had to stay in some sort of toxic environment because maybe you were codependent on them, financially, or they were codependent on you financially. There could have been a lot of gossip in the workplace, or a lot of underhanded energy. I'm getting someone playing favorites. Okay. I mean, someone could have been playing favorites where they told you were going to get a position or a raise, and then they gave it to someone else, or it's just they're telling someone else that same thing. Yeah, whatever this devil is for you that's going on, this could even be our own repeat patterns that we keep playing out. It can be anything that we tie ourselves down to, that we feel stuck in, because the devil is an attachment, and you're detaching from something that holds you back, which also interferes with your money. Yeah, simple as that. I mean, it's not simple. Sometimes this takes years. Sometimes this is a long process, but I like to see that you're letting it go, because this is going to change your world in big ways. Now, where are you going? You're going straight to the top, Gemini. King of Coins is some big papa energy here when it comes to big boss, right? This is someone who's stable and abundant and focused and generous. They are reliable. They are working their way to the top, and they have nice, fine things to show for it here. This is someone who's not afraid to build their empire. This could be a financial advisor, property expert, business investor, someone who wants to work smarter, not harder, and you're getting there. So even though you've gone through some setbacks, you're releasing the anxiety around a situation. I also feel some of you could even be paying off a big debt that was mentally stressful. Could be student loans, or it could be a mortgage. It could be a car. Some of you, you're finalizing maybe a divorce, or there's some sort of a settlement coming in. I feel with that Lovers, if this is tied to some sort of a union, I feel like you're generously or handsomely getting a payout here of some sort for you. Okay, if you were done dirty in your job in some way, shape, or form, I feel like you are accepting, there's some sort of acceptance coming in where you don't have to relive the past trauma, or, you're putting something to rest. is what I'm getting. You could be kind of sticking an anchor to a situation and saying, it's staying put where it's at. I'm moving on. Okay. Now, showing up in your hopes and fears, Gemini, you have the 9 of coins. I love the 9 of coins personally. It's pre-Empress. It is the card of completions and accomplishment and service, but it's also about prosperous victory. This person has created a life that they love, right? They've created a life that is fulfilling, individual achievement, material wealth. It's one away from the 10 of Pentacles, but this isn't a bad place to be because this is standing on your own 2 feet and being just as successful. And when that, other coin comes in to create that 10 of coins, it's the cherry on the top. You don't need it to feel or be successful, but it's a completion here nonetheless. And that's your hope, is that you can create a life that you love that's financially lucrative as well, that you don't have to worry about, the next paycheck or worry about, worry about the devil, whatever that devil is for you. It could be the fears, worrying about money. Yeah, 9 is beautiful. It is something you are wanting to manifest, but in the fear position, it's unfulfilled achievement. What if I don't achieve? It's the what ifs. And sometimes we get caught up in the what ifs. And some of you, that may be part of the block that we need to release. What if I do all this work and I'm not rewarded? Or what if I, spend 5 years on this or 50 years on this and I don't get this payout, or I can't retire? I just feel like there's a lot of fear about the unknown. And that's what we want to try to break out of. Spirit is saying trust. Remember, that was a big message for you showing up in the beginning of your reading. Your final outcome. Well, there's the opportunity, Gemini. What are we worried about? 9, Knight of Coins is about patience, patience to succeed. Sometimes, and I just had, I think it was maybe during the bonus readings, I believe it was Gemini, someone commented, Gemini are not patient, right? The Gemini does not like to hear the word patience, which may be true. I don't think anyone really likes to hear the word patience, because it does require us to trust. And that's so difficult for so many, to trust in the unknown. I would say that's one of the most challenging life lessons that we have, is to allow, right? To receive, to go with the flow, to keep on doing what our heart, what our soul, and what our intuition is guiding us to do. But we tend to take detours. We tend to get stuck in the superficial, or the material, or the blocks. We tend to create them. We don't want to, right? But it happens. And Spirit is saying, have patience to succeed, because the Knight of Pentacles is someone who is dependable, trustworthy, loyal. They wait for the best time to take action, but there's also another message here. Don't wait forever. So if you have been waiting to take action, now's the time. Okay, this is an action card, even though it's the slowest one, but sometimes this Knight of Pentacles can get stuck in a rut. They can be too cautious, or they don't take the necessary risk. And I feel like Spirit is saying, if you want to risk it, if you want the biscuit, you got to risk it here, because your action is required. We see money coming in. We see good investments. I also see, if there is a large sum of money coming in for you, make sure you get or seek financial advice or financial counsel. Okay. This is about investing your money, putting it in the right places. I mean, the Knight of Coins turns into the King of Coins, which is right here. So there's some new opportunities for you to grow your abundance here. And I feel over time, something is going to multiply, and that you can trust. Beautiful energy here, Gemini. All right, let's get a message from the Wisdom of the Oracle. What do we have for Gemini, please? Wisdom of the Oracle for Gemini. We have Yang energy. This is so interesting. I think Taurus got Yin energy. So if you're on that Taurian cusp, or if you have any Taurus placements in your chart, this could be significant for you to, that reading may be significant for you to watch as well. But this is the masculine principle of action. This is all about movement and creative activity. This talks about the power to make things happen and taking action. So the prosperity message, Gemini, is this. Projects, partnerships, and all matters relating to your business are out of the obstacle phase and on to the make it happen phase. Now is the time to stake your claim and get things done. While you can expect to be busier than usual, this card tells you that you have all the energy and vitality you need to accomplish your goals. Abundance is waiting for you to claim it. Yes, it is. I'm loving that. Because we have the devil showing up, and to get a little bit of more, a little bit more insight of what we need to release, I am going to read the protection message because it's standing out here. Be mindful. That's the 9 of Swords, being mindful of what's going on, but we don't want our mind full of crap. Maybe that's what we're releasing here. But be mindful of the tendency towards impulsive action, overconfidence, and aggressive behavior. Think before you act, lest you find yourself in a situation that will lead to uncomfortable consequences. Be sure you really want what you're chasing after, because you might be sorry when you get it. The appearance of this card isn't cause for fear, for life is all about learning lessons. Practice temperance. We have the temperance in the recent past. We also have the Knight of Coins as your outcome. What I'm reading to you right now is more like the Knight of Wands, very quick, impulsive. That's why I feel like you're making decisions. If you release this now, this could be you or someone else, someone who's aggressive, someone who's maybe overconfident or very impulsive. If that is what you're releasing, I feel like the outcome is more favorable for you. Practice temperance, diplomacy, and thoughtful consideration before making a move. Yeah. I feel like you're exactly where you're supposed to be, but it may feel quite busy for you this month. Yeah, I'm getting a busy energy. Even though we have the Knight of Coins, slow things down, stop and smell the roses. You're exactly where you are meant to be. All right, let's get a few messages from your spirit animals. Now, Gemini, I ask if you can, please close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in from your solar plexus chakra, the belly area. And upon your exhale, tune into your third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. And I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now, this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. It could be an animal that swims deep in the sea. Perhaps your animal is wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. This could be an animal that's crossed over the rainbow bridge, one that's visited through your dreams or your meditations, or even crossed your path in the great outdoors. There is no right or wrong answer, Gemini. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you're ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop your power animals in the comment section below the video, and I personally will enter you into that giveaway. So please make sure you've hit that subscribe and bell button so you don't miss that notification. All right, this is powerful energy. You have the Elephant, card 25. Some of you are born on the 25th. It says, learn from the past. If we learn from the past, we don't have to repeat it. If we still have learning to do, the past is going to show up over and over again. Learn from the past, card 25. Next, we have Beaver, card 6. Some of you are born on the 6th, or you may be a life path 6 or in a personal year 6. Or 7 life path or 7 personal year. It says lay a solid foundation. Yeah, lay a solid foundation. That's why you have the anchor here. I'm getting lay a solid foundation mentally, okay, because of that 9 of Swords. So get right with your thoughts, because your thoughts create your reality here. And look at, we have card 20. That's the Judgment energy. This is about letting go of regrets. as well. The judgment energy is. And dolphin spirit reminds you this and that are true. What you believe to be true is going to be true in your world. So if we need to, focus on your inner truth, your soul's truth, that may be why the Buddha is showing up here for you. This is life purpose. This is spiritual wealth. So this and that are true. There's a judgment call being made here. And I feel like this judgment call is helping you. You could be making the judgment call to release something toxic. And lastly, you have the grasshopper, card 30. Some of you are born on the 30th. It says, take a leap of faith. Yeah, like I said earlier, if you want the biscuit, you got to risk it here. Take a leap of faith. Trust that spirit is going to catch you. Trust that taking this leap could be the best thing that ever happens to you. But you must trust in your own guidance as well. You may be listening to the guidance and counsel of others, but I do feel this trust is a very important factor here for you in the month of June. And last but not least, let's get a message from the soul's truth, your soul's truth, and see what action steps you can take to continue moving forward on your most prosperous journey. We have surrender. How can I surrender even more in this moment? It is essential, Gemini, to have clear, strong intentions of what we desire, but it's equally important for us to detach from the outcome. We talked about attachment because what does the devil do? It attaches. And letting go, the art of letting go, is one of the most profound, difficult things to work on in this lifetime. Out of thousands of clients that I've worked with, detachment, I would say, is up there, if not the top lesson for people to learn. And then we have here, it's time to surrender. Let the universe have some breathing room to work. Let go of the wheel and trust. There it is again. Trust so deeply that your trust turns into gratitude for what you cannot see yet, but you know is coming. Today's soul action. Know this so deeply that your soul vibrates. You are not alone. Your life has purpose, and the more you surrender, the more God can produce miracles in your life. Today's mantra, I surrender. I accept all that I cannot change. I release the outcome, and I joyfully trust the process. Beautiful confirmation from Spirit, Gemini. That is what I have for you. I hope it resonates. If so, please hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, hit that bell, and do drop your power animals in the comment section to be entered into the free reading giveaway. Thank you so much for tuning in, Gemini. Lots of love.